Make Me a Fan podcast.
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 Make Me a Fan podcast. Make Me a Fan podcast. Make Me a Fan podcast.
All right, welcome to the Make Me a Fan podcast. You know me, Sean McGregor, joined once again with my brother TJ. How you doing today, TJ?
I'm doing pretty good. Not too bad.
Yeah, you're not tired?
No, actually, let's see. I got probably about 10 hours sleep, so yeah,
Jesus Christ.
pretty good.
I'm exhausted.
Are you?
Yeah, that meetup in Chicago Saturday. As you guys might not know, we record on Sundays, and Saturday, we went down to Chicago to meet up with the Sofa King podcaster. They had a meetup down there anyway, rather, with their fans. Went down there, walked around for a few hours in cold-ass Chicago.
Yeah, that was windy and cold.
Yeah. Then had some drinks, met some nice people, and walked back. It was about an hour-and-a-half drive there, hour-and-a-half back. Got down there around, noon? 11:30?
Yeah, it was about 11:30 noon, yeah.
Yeah. Walked around for 2 hours, and for about 3 hours, we were at the podcast meetup. And then back at 7, took my wife Carrie out for dinner. Got real fancy at the Olive Garden. I gave her the endless soup and bread dicks.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was nice. Then came back, played some Scrabble, went to bed like old people. So, how you doing today, TJ?
Oh, I'm pretty good, not too bad.
It feels like I asked you that already.
Did you?
Yeah, I'm getting a little bit of deja vu.
Oh, yeah, I like Déjà vu.
Yeah, you're not tired today?
No, I got about 10 hours sleep.
Oh, I'm tired after that meetup on Saturday.
Yeah. Windy City.
Yeah. So, what's our topic today, TJ?
Well, our topic today is Déjà vu.
Oh, so what's our topic today, TJ?
Oh, well, it's Déjà vu.
That should be a good topic. We got some reasons why people have deja vu. How often do you get deja vu, TJ?
Honestly, I can't say I've had deja vu for a while now. I can't remember the last time, but I do know there was a point in my life where I felt like I was getting deja vu a couple times a week. Now, I don't have deja vu ever. So I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I can't remember the last time I did either, but I know I have had it a lot in my life.
Mm-hmm.
It always feels like, for people that don't know what deja vu is, it feels like you already did this, right?
Something's familiar about this. You may have said a phrase before, and you're like, wait, I think I said that before, or experienced whatever you're doing before.
Yeah. So we got some reasons why this might happen. We'll try to delve into this and solve the problem of deja vu. I guess it's a problem. Maybe not. Maybe it's a superpower.
I think that's the real explanation, is a superpower.
Yeah, we're all super.
We just need to tap into it. Unlock our meta gene.
Yeah, we only use 10% of our brain.
That's what they say.
Yeah. They're full of shit. I got to adjust my headphones a little bit. There we go. I can hear myself better. All right, so the first reason that I found that some people have deja vu is a medical reason. It has something to do with the temporal lobe epilepsy. This correlation has led some researchers to speculate that the experience of deja vu is possibly a neurological anomaly related to improper electrical discharge in the brain, creating a strong sensation that an event or experience has already happened or been experienced in the past. I don't think I've had deja vu since I cracked my head. Yeah.
Yeah. That could make sense then.
You haven't had any traumatic brain injuries, have you?
Other than you hitting me in the back of the head with a snowboard in the backyard when we were kids and I blacked out.
No, that's just part of growing up.
So no, I haven't had no traumatic brain injury.
Yeah, I wonder how my brain is now that, I had that 9mm midline subdermal hematoma with a skull fracture.
You still have those, the MRIs? Scans?
Yeah, we have them somewhere.
You need to keep those because I want to get a scan too because I want to see if I have enlarged areas or atrophy in certain areas.
Yeah, because I think I have the ones. Yeah, they printed out the ones. Maybe it's on a disc.
Yeah,
I think it's on a disc that they gave us. It's got the ones where half my brain is super fucking swollen and it's all cockeyed and shit.
Yeah.
All the way to the last ones where it seems to be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll keep that. This theory makes sense. I mean, if you got something wrong with your head, people have problems with their brains where they imagine shit. They think they've been visited by aliens or saw Bigfoot. We talked about that in the Bigfoot episode.
Yeah.
Oh, what else we got? A mix-up of senses and memory. Let's see. A famous psychologist or man, I cannot read. I don't know why I try. Anyway, our shows that our memory is context dependent. We can recall information better when placed in the same environment.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, like if we always went to a store and then we didn't go there for a long time and we went to a similar store, it might trigger some sort of memories.
This was actually one of my hacks that I used in college to pass all my tests.
Okay.
So the thing is this is kind of all the perks of having a psychology degree because you get these little hacks. But so you learn the class in the classroom, and it's the same classroom, the whole time. So then when you take the test in there, you should be able to recall everything. So whenever we would learn a specific topic and I was struggling with it, I would pick out a point in the room and be like, okay, so say we're learning about déjà vu, I'd pick out, your Jason Voorhees, and I'd be like, all right, so déjà vu is this. And as I'm learning it, I'd keep looking at that. So that way when test time came, you have a mental block and you're like, shit, I can't remember. You look up at your cue and then boom, it should come back to you easily. That's kind of like the whole leaving a room and then you forgot what you're going to do, so you come back to the room. Visual cues and everything will help refresh your memory on what you forgot about.
Yeah, that makes sense. Wonder how you could use that, if you're studying to take a test at the DMV or something, you obviously can't study at the DMV.
I would look at my shoe.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I have a lot of tattoos. Maybe I could keep looking at one of my tattoos, my Friday the 13th tattoo, while I'm thinking about this subject, and then I look over at my atrocitus tattoo for another subject.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
It's kind of like a variation of the mind palace, where
what's that?
You have, so you're supposed to pick the largest room or building that but it also has to be somewhere super familiar. So for you, it'd be your house.
Okay.
And if you ever want to learn people's names or just, stupid knowledge, this is where all those mentalists will memorize 50 objects and in order, and they'll memorize it within 2 seconds. They'll basically in their head, they'll walk in their front door and each object will get assigned something in their house. So then when, they turn around and they're like, okay, now recite back to me the 50 objects you just looked at, they can just go in their mind, go in their front door, and they see, oh, the key holder. Well, that was the rabbit. Well, then next to my key holder is my closet. Well, I associated my closet with, the dog or whatever is on the table. So it's just a variation of the mind palace.
Yeah, and that sounds like that'd be really hard to remember 50 things in general.
Yeah.
Just assigning them to 50 things, it would be hard for me to even try to think of what do I have that are 50 things in my house?
Yeah.
Walking in my front door, first thing I would see is a plant. And I look down and I see a Rottweiler dog mat. Go over, see a shitload of coats in the closet. I guess I could, each coat in there could be one, 20 of Carrie's and 2 of mine.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So that's what undercover cops and stuff, they're told to do if they're going undercover, and they're supposed to remember all these contacts' names and what they do, and personal aspects of their life. They just assign the face with something in their mind palace, and
yeah, they have to probably keep their own lies straight too, where they're from, what their fake name is, shit like that.
Yeah,
slip up and be like, my wife Helen. Oh shit! I mean, no, I'm a drug dealer. Right. I don't have a wife. Fuck.
Yeah, I never got married. Shit.
Yeah, that's interesting. What else we got? We got dual processing. Yeah, it's kind of similar to the other one, apparently. I've not looked over these notes at all. This involves memory acting incorrectly or using higher processing. When we originally perceive something, our brain places it into our short-term memory, which mine is fucked right now. But if we continue to revise the processed information, it will eventually be transformed into our long-term memory, where it's easier for us to retrieve. Okay. So it suggests that when we perceive something, our brain is simultaneously trying to encode the new memory into our long-term memory, therefore creating the uncomfortable illusion that we've experienced it before. That's weird.
So it's like kind of crossing the streams, it seems like.
Yeah. I mean, I guess if you look at like your memory as a computer and you got two different folders, you got new and you got old.
Yeah.
And you take a picture that you just saved on your computer and you put it in the new folder, but then you try to move it over to the old folder, you get that little pop-up that says move or copy. I guess if you accidentally hit copy, all of a sudden you'll have that in both of them.
Yeah.
And it makes that delusion.
You could be like, oh, deja vu, shit.
Yeah, it's not actually deja vu. It's just, once again, your brain
Fucking
playing
up very much. Right?
These are all very logical.
Yeah. No, and I kind of like this one, the dual processing, because it's just a mix up or,
Yeah, it's just basically a brain fart.
Yeah, there you go.
The next one is parallel universe theory. This sounds like it might be a little more,
Here we go.
A little more pole hole flat earthish.
Right? Okay.
The idea that we are living amongst millions of parallel universes containing millions of versions of ourselves. Yeah, this is the Mandela effects matrix theory, basically.
Yeah.
Where it's like Flashpoint. If you guys, read comics, there's hundreds and thousands of different worlds basically right next to ours. Like, I heard some of them where the universes exist on a different like tone
or
frequency. Yeah. And, basically you can just like slip in and out of them without even knowing it.
Yeah. That'd be kind of crazy to like, I don't know. Like, I really like this, like the whole parallel universe theory. I think it's really intriguing, but they still don't explain like the slip, I guess. Like, I mean,
it's like a wrinkle in time.
Yeah, but like,
well, I mean, if frequencies are so close to each other. I mean, if you're tuning a guitar, if you're tuning two strings, they might sound identical.
Yeah.
But to someone else, it's slightly off. It's slightly flat. Okay. And then if you try using an actual guitar tuner, it'll tell you, oh, you're fucking way off. Yeah. Like you're not tuned at all. And you're like, I could have sworn that I was.
So do you think it's like a thought process, like humming at a different frequency or something, and that's how it taps in then?
That's what causes us to temporarily slip into another dimension where we experience something different.
Yeah. I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I mean, maybe if like the frequency waves are going up and down.
Yeah.
And like recording audio on a computer, you see the track and it goes up and down. And you got two separate tracks. If it spikes, maybe.
Oh, you dip into it kind of?
Yeah, maybe like the two over cross each other slightly.
Yeah.
And you get some sort of deja vu or Mandela effect.
Yeah. All right. I can dig that.
Yeah, it makes sense to me.
Yeah. Not really scientific, but it works for me. I mean, it's got science built into it.
Yeah. I mean, what is science anyway? Science is theories. That's all it is. Scientific theory.
Yeah. It's supposed to be proven theories.
Well,
but
how many are actually proven? I mean, they still haven't proved that the world is round or flat.
Yeah. Or hollow.
Or hollow. Or a fucking honeycomb.
Yeah.
Or are there any other ones? Is that just it? Hollow, round, and flat? Why has no one said, oh, it's shaped like a fucking triangle, like a pyramid?
I don't know.
We should start that conspiracy.
Or like, I don't know. I was trying to think of something else, but I can't think of anything.
It's shaped like a giant dick.
Yeah. I don't know.
And the moon is just one of the testicles.
And what's the sun? The other one?
No, that would be the butthole, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Maybe. I don't know. I just came up with this conspiracy.
Yeah. Through our working memory.
Yeah. I got to work out some of the details on it. Okay. What's the next one here? We got
familiarity-based recognition.
Yeah. It sounds like it might be a little more scientific than the last one.
All right.
Yeah. We recognize the stimulus in our environment. We are using our memory, which comes in two forms: familiarity and recollection. Recollection.
Yeah, recollection.
Recollection. Yeah, recollection memory. Oh, I just did that with an accent. My recollection. Recollection
My
memory.
recollection memory.
Is when we recall seeing something which we have seen before, such as recognizing someone who lives on our street in your local store. This is our brain retrieving and applying true information which we have encoded into our memory. Familiarity-based recognition, however, is a little different. This is what happens when we believe we are seeing something we recognize but have no memory of it actually happening. Déjà vu could be a form of familiarity-based recognition, which would explain why we have such strong feelings of recognition when we experience déjà vu. So yeah, like if you look at a list of celebrity names and later a collection of celebrity photos, some of the photos were not included in the names given to the participants earlier. Even so, the participants showed faint recognition of the celebrities. They could not identify slowly through the photographs as if their names appeared on the list earlier. So yeah, you see something that's similar, but you've never actually done it.
I can definitely believe in this theory as maybe one reason why déjà vu happens.
Yeah, this sounds like one of the most plausible now.
Well, because figure you meet a person for the first time and they have like a very distinguished nose.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, okay, I'm going to remember him for that. Then 2 years later, you meet somebody else and they have like an almost identical nose and maybe similar features. And you're like, oh, wait, I think that's Bob from that party. And you're like, no, my name's Brandon, you know?
Yeah, I'd be like, you sure I never met you before? Yeah.
Exactly.
I get that actually a lot. I'd say probably twice a month, someone would be like, you look really familiar. Like, have I met you before? I'll be like, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't know you. They're like, you look just like this guy, Dave, or this guy, Bob.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know.
There's
Like
déjà vu happening with them.
I don't know if just a lot of people watched My So-Called Video 15 years ago and
That could be.
they don't really recognize me because I don't look totally the same. I
Yeah.
don't know. Or maybe they're just having déjà vu and, you know, I've been told I look like different celebrities.
Mhm.
Maybe like, you know, yeah, you meet someone and they're like, they kind of look like Angelina Jolie. So you feel like you met them before because, you
That's
know,
true.
you've watched Tomb Raider 3 million times. It's your favorite movie.
Yeah.
So it's very plausible.
Yeah.
What about the hologram theory? Ooh, I hope this one is not scientific. I hope it's crazy.
Yeah, we need a good conspiracy here.
Yeah, this theory proposed by Herman Snow. I think he was a rapper, right?
Is he
Snow?
any relation to Edward Snow?
Snowden.
Snowden. Dang it. Never mind. My joke failed.
Finally, you fuck up and I don't. That's
I'm
awesome.
going to go back to not talking.
Anyway, Herman Snowden suggested that the entire formation of a memory can be reconstructed by one element. Therefore, if one stimulus in your environment, like a sound or a smell, reminds you of a previous moment you have experienced, the entire memory can be recreated in your mind like a hologram. All right, so yeah, if you always walk into a store and they have a cinnamon candle, and then you go in there every morning for your breakfast, then you don't go for a while, and you walk into someone's house and they have a cinnamon candle, your brain will recreate that feeling you had from the store, but you don't remember why, and it'll give you a sense of déjà vu, like you've been in this house before, even though you never have.
Yeah, and it could just be as simple as that smell.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Or just seeing like someone wearing a red hat reminds you of a job that you hated and your asshole boss always wore a red hat, and now you walk into a party and this dude's wearing a red hat and you're like, I've been to this fucking party before in another world or lifetime or universe or whatever.
Huh.
That makes sense too. That goes back to just your brain fucking with you, I guess.
Yeah, all these are kind of just like brain farts, like either a confusion of the information you're processing or just a tiny bit of information that makes you remember something but not fully remember it. So,
yeah. Our brains are so crazy, it's complicated to even think how they work.
Yeah.
I mean, looking at, you have all these like sparks of electricity going off in your brain that make shit happen.
Yeah.
They like one little spark makes your fingers move on a piano and you're playing Beethoven's Seventh Symphony or some shit like that.
Yeah. Well, and then you have the chemical aspect to it too. Like those sparks will release all the chemicals, which in turn do things too. So you have the communication between the biological and then the electrical, and it's mind-boggling.
Little sparks make things that cause you to smell something, or you know, your brain allows basically, like if you think of a TV, all those pixels in the TV are just little colored dots put together to make an image. Your brain renders that simultaneously to see everything around us in 3D. It's not 2D. It's not like looking at a picture. Like you can tell depth
Mm-hmm.
by one tiny little snap of your brain.
Yeah.
And making your brain try to think of something else, like you can remember shit, but you can only remember so much shit.
Yeah.
But if you try to remember shit long enough, you can start to remember more shit. It's basically like a muscle,
Mm-hmm.
but it's more than a muscle because it does stuff that muscles can't do.
Yeah.
Like your muscles can't make you smell.
No.
Well, they can if you work out and then you start sweating. But
Yeah, that's true.
we're getting down a rabbit hole of how the brain works, and I don't fucking know how the brain works.
Yeah.
This is one that I always, most of the time when I felt deja vu, I felt it was like one of these. It was a precognitive dream.
Oh, yeah. I think this is the one that I side with too.
Yeah, it's where you dream that you're predicting the future, basically.
Yeah.
Like, kind of like The Sixth Sense or like Final Destination,
Mm-hmm.
where he dreams that, the plane blows up, he wakes up, freaks out, sees similar things, starts having deja vu,
Yeah.
gets off and turns out it was true. Like that's my number one deja vu is I've dreamt this before.
Mhm.
It's not like I've experienced this. It's like I dreamt that this morning that Brock was going to walk down the stairs, and holy shit, he just walked down the stairs.
Yeah.
But that could, easily have to do with, your memory mishaps, your,
Yeah.
what was it called? Hologram theory or familiarity based recognition.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't think anyone can actually dream of the future.
No, yeah. Yeah, I think you're dreaming of certain scenarios, or you have, issues or problems in your life, so you're, trying to find solutions to that. So you're just thinking of everything and anything, and then obviously by doing that, then there's a good chance that one of those thoughts or whatever, I guess, will happen,
Yeah, like if you're stressed out about your job and
Yeah.
trying to get a promotion, you're constantly thinking about it, then you start dreaming about that promotion, even though you might not remember the dream at all. And then you finally get that promotion, you're like, you kind of go back to memories you had of you envisioning it,
Mm-hmm.
but you're not predicting it. You're just thinking about it, and the hundreds of ways it could go down and it could transpire.
Yeah.
You're not actually making that happen. It's like The Secret.
I was just going to say, or
Yeah.
are you, because it's The Secret.
It could be. I mean, that the positive thoughts, send positive waves out. And I don't know, like we got a buddy on Facebook that's always posting inspirational shit. And I don't know, he's done some things in his life, but he's still pretty much in the same exact spot where he was 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think that only goes so far. I think you should, try to be positive and shit. Like I know with my job, it helps me a lot to try to just stay calm and stay positive when I'm fucking working 60 hours a week and I just want to smash everything with a fucking sledgehammer.
Yeah.
And if I just let that little bit of negativity seep in, it's like putting a fucking drop of chocolate in chocolate milk. It instantly changes the whole color,
Mhm.
It totally dilutes the water.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't think people actually make shit happen with their dreams.
All right.
I have no idea how to say this next one, TJ. Why don't you
What?
take it?
The divided attention?
No, the amygdala.
Yeah.
Amygdala.
Amygdala? Yeah, amygdala.
You've heard of this before?
Yeah.
Okay, what's the fucking amygdala?
From what I remember, it's just a part of your brain, and I do not remember what it does, sadly, though.
It's a small region of our brain
Yeah.
located in each cerebral hemisphere. The amygdala,
Amygdala?
amygdala. The amygdala is involved in our experience of emotion, most commonly anger and fear.
Ah.
So I think I have like enlarged amygdalas.
Yeah? Because you have too much anger and fear?
Not fear so much, but anger.
Or are you angry because of fear?
I don't know. If I get scared, I do get pissed off.
Yeah.
Like Carrie, I love scaring her.
Mm-hmm.
And every once in a while, once in a blue moon, maybe twice in our 9-year relationship, she's actually scared me.
Yeah.
I get a little pissed off.
Yeah. What the hell?
Yeah, you made me jump. Fucking try scaring me.
All right.
The amygdala is responsible for our fear response to things in our environment. So if you're afraid of spiders, your amygdala will process your response when you see one. When you're put in a dangerous situation, our amygdala may act to temporarily disorientate our brain. If you are standing underneath a falling tree, your amygdala may have a panic response that causes your brain to malfunction. The amygdala can be used to explain déjà vu if we consider the moment as a temporary brain malfunction.
Another brain malfunction.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
We're placed in a situation that's almost the same as the situation we have been in before, but it has changed somehow. For example, the layout of a house may be identical to another you've been in, but the actual furniture could be different. Our amygdala could produce a panic response. This means we are put in a temporary state of confusion, and this explains déjà vu.
So this is kind of like the medical one that we talked about, but more specifically to a region of your brain. So more of an emotional brain fart versus just a misfired part of your brain.
With the last part we were talking about, where like you have a house and you just move a little bit of furniture and it puts your brain into like panic and confusion. That happens with Carrie really bad. Yeah, like if I would go upstairs right now, upstairs maybe isn't a good example. When we used to live in an apartment, right? If I would take like one piece of decoration and I would move it, like it could be 2 inches over, like she wouldn't know, but like when she got home, she would be like, kind of like,
oh, like something's like,
yeah, like, and it would set her like on edge. And then finally she'd be like, did you fucking move that? I'd be like, yeah. She's like, don't move that. Don't move that. It's supposed to be over here.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, if I fucking like rearranging the basement the other day, like she came down and she was not happy I was rearranging.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, it looks so much better spaced out like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why she always has to clean.
Yeah.
Because it declutters her brain. If she's got a bunch of clutter around, it makes her amygdala starts fucking freaking out.
So you guys both have enlarged amygdalas.
Yeah, different ways though, I think.
I wonder if that's what attracted you to.
Maybe she has a fear and confusion amygdala, and I have the rage
and anger.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. I guess we're a match made in heaven. All right. The next theory is reincarnation.
Oh, now we're getting spiritual.
Yeah, this kind of goes with the multiverse theory, except if you don't know what reincarnation is, most people believe it to be when you die, your soul or consciousness or brain or whatever is reborn into another person or possibly another. Some people believe animals. Some people believe inanimate objects.
Yeah, that's a weird one. I don't understand the inanimate object one.
Yeah, like you want to die and be reborn as Margaret Robbie's panties, something like that.
Yeah.
And then when they get burnt up, you're reborn as I don't know, fucking one of Angelina Jolie's adopted kids. I don't know why she keeps coming up. Probably because they're redoing that Tomb Raider movie.
Oh, yeah. What do you think of the new girl?
She looks a lot like the video game character, so I like it.
Yeah.
I'll watch it.
And she got like that little accent too, doesn't she?
British accent?
Is it British?
It should be.
Is it? Oh.
She was British in the games, I think.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah, if it's anything like the last couple games that came out where she just gets her ass kicked nonstop, I'll be like, yeah, I'll definitely watch this movie. Watch a girl get fucking thrown off a cliff.
Yeah.
And it's awesome playing that game because you can die every 10 seconds and it doesn't matter. You just start right back where you died from.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So you can just watch her die like over, over, and over.
Let's see how we can kill Laura today.
And then you start dimming the lights down and she's dying over and over. And then you lock the door and she's dying over and over. And then you go get the Kleenex and she's dying over and over. Pump, pump of the lotion. Pump, pump. That's it, Laura.
Die again.
You'll be reborn.
But she's reborn as the same thing, though.
Yeah. Well, maybe part of reincarnation is you keep living your life until like you die and you're reborn as yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And you keep doing that until like you have a purpose in life and you keep being reincarnated until you actually do what you're supposed to do.
Okay.
So that could explain, like, we've already lived this life before.
Mm-hmm.
We died. That's why this feels so familiar. Like, I felt like I've sat down and podcasted with you before.
Yeah.
Probably because we did it in a previous life.
Okay.
But maybe in this life, I'm supposed to stop podcasting after episode 50 and start a new podcast. Or maybe I'm supposed to try to get more sponsors. Or, I don't know, maybe I'm not supposed to podcast at all in this, reincarnation.
Yeah.
And, Déjà vu, it occurs in an abnormal level of consciousness. The theory of reincarnation would explain this experienced by referring to the moment as a signal from a previous life. Yeah, that's what I basically just said.
Okay.
All comes down to a matter of faith because they can't scientifically prove or disprove this theory. Just like flat Earth.
Yeah. Can't disprove it.
Yep. The reptiles, you can't prove them. Bigfoot. Yeah. Bigfoot's the same as Jesus.
Yeah.
If you believe Jesus is real, Bigfoot's real. You
Yeah.
can't prove or disprove either one.
Exactly.
Yeah. Hear that, Adam? Yeah.
Yeah.
I went after your God. Because our God is Sasquatch.
Oh, wait, but he's liberal, though. You can't be religious.
You know, well, yeah, but he also is a serial killer.
Oh, yeah.
So I think he's one of the. Well, look at all the Catholic priests, that are fucking little boys.
Well,
I mean, they believe in God, but yet they're doing this, bad, horrible shit.
That's true.
So Adam could very well be, maybe his liberal part of him hates how much he believes in God.
Oh, so he's got that. What is that called?
Self-loathing.
Yeah.
What was it in Mallrats? A typical closet case self-loather, can't be comfortable with one's own sexuality.
There you go.
That's Adam in a nutshell.
Boom. We just figured him out.
Yeah, we got you, Adam. All right. Yeah, I think the last one I got is a glitch in reality, which is actually like the Bernstein Bear thing, where we live in a simulation.
Okay.
Yeah, we talked about this with Derek on the what is consciousness
So yeah,
episode.
so this is like the Matrix thing, kind of.
Yeah, we're living in a computer simulation,
Yeah.
and deja vu may seem like a minor moment in your lifetime, which you soon forget after it happens. But if the theory is true, deja vu could actually be a phenomenal event. Glitch theory describes deja vu as a momentary breakdown in our reality. Einstein suggested that there is no such thing as time, that time is a human creation made to establish order and structure, which makes sense. I mean, when you think about it, like, when did we decide we were going to do 60 seconds in a minute, 60 minutes? Like, that'd be something I'd watch a 20-minute YouTube video on. Like, how do they fucking come up with time?
Yeah.
I mean, they still haven't got it right because we have to do every 4 years, we have leap year.
Yeah.
And technically, our days aren't 24 hours. Aren't they like 24 hours and like 3 seconds or some shit?
Yeah, that and wait, so I think our days are getting longer too, right? Like each day is technically longer than the next.
Yeah.
Like it's like a micro nanosecond or something, but eventually in like 1,000 years, our days are going to be like, maybe more than 1,000 years, but they'll be like 24 hours and 30 minutes or something. Yeah.
Yeah. So time is, I guess, just a theory.
Well, yeah, because time, we just refer to basically like how many times we go around the sun or how many times our Earth spins. So like that's all time is.
Yeah.
Or how long we stay alive, like from birth to death or whatever. That's time in our eyes.
Yeah, but if you're in space and you're not spinning and you don't have anything, it's all relative. If you don't have anything around you to base off time, there is no time.
And yeah, and because, well, for them, they could bring a clock that just slowly ticks, but if that clock ever stops, they're fucked unless they can create it again to make it click again.
Or maybe it's clicking, but it's not clicking in the proper amount. It's not like 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, because they're out in space and they're not around anything. They have this clock, but it's actually like 1 Montana, 2 Montana, instead of 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. And to them, it's exactly the same. Like, I think even with the astronauts that go up to space for like a year, I think when they come back, not only are they're taller, but they're also younger, I think, or older. One of those
I think
two.
they're younger because one of the things with how about movie Interstellar, where
I've never seen it.
They went around like the black hole or whatever, and then they came back and they had aged, I think it was like 10 years, wherever the trip was supposed to be, 5 years. But when they came back, the dude's daughter, who was like around 10ish when he left, was like 89 years old, and she had like 10 kids, and so it's like, I don't know, that's just crazy to think about. So,
or it's kind of like time travel.
Yeah.
Like if you have the ability to travel in time, like say you go like Back to the Future. I don't know remember how long he was in the past in the first one. Say he was back in time for like a week. He comes back and then he goes to the future for a month. Comes back, goes to the past for 3 months. Like when he comes back, it's the exact same moment in time. Like to everything else in the world, that's the same exact moment in time, but he's actually like 4 months older.
Yeah.
So like, you would end up dying when you're like, depending on how much you time travel. If you start it when you're 20, you would probably be, look like you're 70 by the time you're 25 or 30.
Oh, so what about all those people that have that disease where they age faster?
The Benjamin Button? No, that's the backwards.
Oh, it is?
Benjamin Button is where when they're really young, they look really old, and then as they get older, they look younger.
Oh.
Yeah, you never, with that Brad Pitt movie?
No, I knew, yeah. Well, wasn't there an not Adam Sandler,
well, there's that movie, based on the true story where that like 50-year-old woman was pretending to be the orphan, where that old woman was pretending to be like the fucking
the little kid, the girl in the orphanage.
She always wore the scarf to cover up was it a scar or a fucking Nazi number or something.
And she was like 40s pretending to be like a 15-year-old or something, or 12.
So you think anyone that has a disease where they get too old too fast is actually a time traveler?
Yeah,
it's like people that start going bald when they're in high school.
Wow,
because they're going through
that's just
time travel.
One aspect. I mean, if they started getting wrinkly and looking old, then
maybe when they go to bed in their dreams, they're actually time traveling, and when they wake up, they did all this shit in what they think is a dream, but it was actually either in the future or in the past
because they got good mind power. That's crazy.
Yeah, and that's why they can't have hair up there like Professor X.
Oh yeah,
yeah. That's why you have less hair than I do because you're smarter than me. You use your brain more than I do.
I like the sound of that. So does that mean, is that why all like politicians or a lot of them are like bald?
I don't know. Obama and Bush, they still have good heads of hair.
They have all that fake hair now where you can like take it out of the back of your head and put it up front.
That shit doesn't last. That's Joe Rogan. That's why he's got that big ass scar on the back of his bald head.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
He had that done and it I think he said it lasted for 6 months and then it started falling out again.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's kind of like if you imagine you have an army and you have 1,000 soldiers over in Afghanistan, but they're all getting sick and dying.
Mm-hmm.
So you take 1,000 soldiers from England and you put them with the 1,000 soldiers that have diseases in Afghanistan, they're gonna get the fucking diseases and die too. So I mean, Tasha's the only one that I've seen that got fucking something done and it actually looks good.
Well, there was a weather guy down in Indianapolis, and his hair was see-through up at the top here,
like doll hair.
Yeah, it looked really bad, and then all of a sudden, a couple months go by, and his hair was totally filled in, and it. So he had to have some type of surgery done.
Well, I know they make you can take medicine and shit that'll actually work, but I'm pretty sure it kills your sex drive and makes you stink.
Oh, well, he's on TV.
So what's the point of having good hair if, you stink and you're not getting laid?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And some chicks like bald guys too.
When I start really losing it, I'm just going to fucking shave it.
Yeah. Pick it.
Exactly. I mean, honestly, it looks better for black guys to have a shaved head than white guys, but
Well, it depends on the shape of your head too.
Yeah.
Because you have what's the British dude that was in that one movie where he had to keep jump starting his heart?
Oh, Crank.
Statham.
Yeah, Jason Statham.
Yeah, he looks decent, but he's also jacked.
Yeah.
And then you got somebody like Bruce Willis, who's kind of I guess he looks pretty good, but he's kind of got a weird shaped head.
Yeah,
and you're just
it's more cone-ish.
Yeah. So I mean, it all depends on the shape of your head and then your body style too. If you're this fat guy, then you're gonna look you're gonna be called cue ball.
Yeah, you got a bunch of hot dogs on the back of your neck.
Yeah. Every time you look up.
Yeah, I wonder how they shave that. They got to pull the fucking folds up and smush the back of their head.
Yeah.
Because trying to shave my fucking elbows is impossible.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I won't even. That'd be weird.
Yeah, I trim. I'll admit it. I shave my arms. I got fucking, $1,000 worth of tattoo work on my arms.
Yeah.
And I'm a hairy guy.
I need to find a good tattoo artist. I want to get some more.
Marcus.
Is he? I thought there was.
He's the one that did Brody's paw print.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think I'm friends with him on Facebook too.
And women like manscaping too.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I manscape where it counts. I don't manscape my arms. I have tried it though. During the summer, I shaved my hair down less.
Oh yeah, and it helps you get tan faster too.
Yeah. I just don't like it when I wear my watch because you can kind of see it now, but the hair will kind of.
You're one of the few people actually still fucking wears a watch.
Yeah, I like watches. Yeah.
I never got into them.
Really?
No, I never liked them.
I'd buy more, but they're expensive.
The only time I ever liked wearing a watch was when I was in like grade school and I had a calculator watch and I could use it to cheat.
Right.
Yeah, they kept telling me, you're not going to have a calculator in your pocket when you grow up. I'm like, yeah, watch.
Got one in my freaking pocket every day now.
Yeah, if I could fucking time travel back and talk to those teachers, I'd kick them in the dick.
They don't know nothing.
Put my finger in their dick hole. So yeah, the glitch in reality, the Matrix. Yeah. Some people think that deja vu is actually when UFOs can be sighted because deja vu opens up bridges between different realities. That kind of like ties them all together.
Yeah.
Maybe the aliens are causing deja vu because of, we don't know what kind of technology they have, but they have enough technology to make it all the way to Earth from wherever the fuck they're coming from.
Yeah, or deja vu is... I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe it's aliens.
Could be. Wait, did Adam believe in aliens?
Yeah.
That was out of every... Because we listed, like UFOs, ghosts, Sasquatch.
Yeah.
And I thought there's something else. And out of all those, he's like, oh yeah, I believe in aliens.
Yeah, he liked aliens. He kept bringing up aliens. He's like, aliens are at least cool. I'm like, no, they're not. All they do is fucking do anal probes. Is that why you think they're so cool?
He likes kidnapping people and anally sodomizing them. So that's probably, yeah.
According to Joe, he does.
Yeah.
It's all right. Adam doesn't listen to this podcast anyway.
He won't even know.
Yeah. The two people that are listening, I'm sure only one of them actually knows.
Yeah.
It's probably Sasha. She's probably the only one listening that knows. Maybe Cody.
Yeah.
If you guys are listening, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Speaking of Sasha, maybe we should do sponsors. Unless you got anything else to add to this.
I don't know. I like deja vu. A lot of these theories seem very plausible and scientific. We could prove them or disprove them one day, except for maybe like the glitches in reality or higher consciousness. Those might take a lot longer to disprove or prove.
Yeah, the whole amygdala, I really like that one.
Mm-hmm.
But that ties in with, basically it's all just brain parts.
Yeah.
So
yeah, your brain not working or overworking.
Yeah, it'd be fun if it was a Matrix, or the reincarnation's kind of scary because
I never liked the reincarnation.
Yeah, because like you never get to rest.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, whether you're Muslim or Christian or whatever, like if you follow a religion, most of them, when you die, there's peace as long as you're a good person. I mean, if you're not, you're gonna fucking burn.
Mm-hmm.
Makes me think, like Muslims, they get all those like virgins when they die.
Supposedly,
where do they get those from?
I don't know.
Is that just sperm?
It's probably
like the sperm that like never got to go to an egg. Maybe that becomes a virgin in Muslim heaven. I don't know. I don't want to piss anyone off and get any fucking Muslims mad at me. Yeah. But it just made me think, like, where the fuck are they getting all these like 70 virgins from? I know in China you can probably find 70 male virgins anywhere. Because there's like 3 million men to 2 women over there.
Well, yeah, I read some article a while ago that they're having like sexual impotence problems over there.
Yeah.
Because then they're blaming on technology and video games and everything.
Yeah. And yet Adam wants to go over to Tokyo.
Mm-hmm. Well, see, that they've solved that with robots now, I guess. Like the humans aren't interacting, but we're having sex with a lot of robots.
Speaking of sex robots, we did an episode on them, but one of the dolls that we were talking about in that episode got put up in like a brothel, basically. Did you read about that?
I think
she got like fucking destroyed.
Yeah. I just saw the headline for that the other day.
Yeah, they have to do like severe maintenance work on her. I was like, what do you expect? You got a fuck robot that you can do anything you want to.
Yeah.
She's not going to tell.
You're right.
You can do literally anything you want to this thing.
And that's what they did.
And people are pretty fucking disturbed and disgusting, and their amygdala is all fucking engorged and throbbing, and their amygdala needs to be penetrated. So yeah, I think it's just brain farts. Like, I really like the I forget the name of it, but where like a sight or a smell will like trigger a feeling, and that feeling is misinterpreted as a memory.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I like that one. That's probably that, and the amygdala one are probably my 2 favorite. So, having said that, we'd like to thank Balanced Yoga and Wellness. We suggest you guys add center. It'll sound more professional.
Or studio, right?
Yeah, or studio. Yeah, we were talking about that. The Balanced Yoga and Wellness Studio. And your webpage address is Get Balanced Yoga, which not to be confused with Get Balanced. I think that's a different company. We're talking about Balanced Yoga and Wellness at 9733 West St. Martin's Road in Franklin, Wisconsin. Use the promo code MMAF to get 1% off. We should be starting our calendar photo shoot pretty soon. So if you want to pre-order one of those, go to our webpage, Make Me a Fan Podcast, and go to the store, pre-order it, and or hit us up on social media on Facebook and Instagram. We're Make Me a Fan Podcast, and on Twitter, we're Make Me a Fan. And we'd also like to thank Deerwood Photography, the best photography company in all of the. What world are we in? We're not third world. Are we first world?
We're in the flat world.
The best photography company out of all the pole holes. Find them on Facebook at Deerwood Photography. They're working on the webpage. Use the promo code Make Me a Fan, and you get a free print with any order. And I think that's it for Deja Vu. So welcome to Make Me a Fan Podcast. You know me, Sean McGregor. Joined once again with my brother TJ. How you doing, TJ?
I'm doing pretty good. How about you?
I'm good. You're not tired at all?
No, I got about 10 hours sleep last night.
Did we do this before?
Yeah, I kind of do have a little deja vu.
Make Me a Fan Podcast.
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 Make Me a Fan Podcast.